So you're welcome to Eyewitness News. Apologies, we've lost Felix Kwakye Ofosu. I'll try and re-establish connection with him. Go back to the messages, and Mausi Ayibi Esther Aista from Tettey in the Volta region says the Education Ministry's comment on the 2025 WASI performance highlights a commitment to integrity through rigorous investigations against malpractice. This strict scrutiny, unlike previous years, ensures fair assessments. It's essential not to politicize these results. Instead, we should focus on enhancing educational standards and supporting our students in overcoming challenges. Niz or Nazi in Takrady says, I sit where I sit every day in Takrady, and I see Bompe SHS students go to school at 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 9 a.m., and even 9:30 a.m. when lessons start at 7:30 a.m. When it is time for intervention in the afternoon, which the government has paid for on their behalf, you see them running away in droves, and you think they will pass. I see this on every school day. Akati Raymond from Agoti Mekwete says NPP government happily endorsed and defended examination malpractices to make politics out of it. Today, the reality started staring at their faces. Akasokri Joseph says government should review the EC petitions with immediate effect, include all the deputies and some of the directors. None is fit for purpose. General Felix Kwakye Ofosu, welcome to Eyewitness News.
Oh, thank you.
We picked up information that an avalanche of petitions came to the Jubilee House targeting the Special Prosecutor, the GC Chairperson, and deputies. Can you confirm this for us and what the Presidency has done so far, if it is true?
Well, that is true. I'm able to confirm that thus far 7 petitions have been received praying the President to kickstart the process to remove the Chairperson of the Electoral Commission and her deputies. And then another set of 3 petitions have also been received praying the President to do same in respect of the Special Prosecutor. Now, I can confirm to you that as of the end of last week, both sets of petitions have been forwarded to the Chief Justice as prescribed by both the Constitution and the OSP Act.
Now, during the removal of the former Chief Justice, a lot of people who took issue with the government said the President did not have to necessarily transmit it for action. In this instant pretentions, is the President obligated to forward all the petitions, or the President
is obliged? The law is quite clear. If you look at the OSP Act, it is exactly clear what should be done. Unlike the removal of the Chief Justice, where the President is enjoined to establish prima facie in consultation with the Council of State. In this instance, the President does no more than to forward the petitions to the appropriate authority, in this instance, the Chief Justice, for further work. And that is exactly what has happened. So what the President has done is steeped firmly in Ghanaian law, both the Constitution and the OSP Act.
Meaning the President does not even need to read to see whether the
allegations are absolutely. The President cannot have anything to do with the petition beyond forwarding them to the appropriate authority.
What do you say to critics who say this has been the end game all this while, and that it was cooked and eaten at the Jubilee House, these petitions?
Well, the critics would have to show the evidence of the cooking and the eating, wouldn't they?
So this government has no interest in those who send the petition?
Absolutely nothing to do with this.
This was not pre-planned, premeditated, nothing?
And so those who argue so must show proof of same. In the absence of same, they can hold their peace and nothing more.
What happens next?
Well, that will be determined by the Chief Justice. He is mandated to establish prima facie, after which he carries the processes on. And both sets of actions are captured in relevant provisions of law. So it is very clear what has to happen.
So at what point does the President need to act again beyond this transmission of the
when he has received a recommendation, either affirming the veracity or authenticity or the truthfulness of the allegations, or indicating that the allegations are false. and then after which specific action will be recommended by the committee set up by the Chief Justice to look into the matters. The President is then enjoined with rigorous strictures to act in accordance with the recommendation of the committee. So that is the only time that the President has anything to do again with this process.
Can you assure the listening public that the Jubilee House has no interest whatsoever in the content of the petition and will not seek in any way to manipulate any of the works of the committees that will be set up?
There is no basis for any manipulation. However, the President won't set up the committee. That is to be done by the Chief Justice. And as you are aware, the judiciary is an independent body. The Chief Justice, even though appointed by the President, operates independent of the executive. So there is no room for any maneuvering or any form of manipulation from the executive whatsoever.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Okay, all right.
So that's Honorable Felix Kwakye Ofosu, Member of Parliament, Asare Kissi. He's also Minister of State in charge of Government Communications in relation to the petitions that have been brought to the President seeking to remove the Electoral Commission Chairperson and her 2 deputies, as well as the Special Prosecutor, Kissi Agyebeng. This is Eyewitness News on